Welcome to the Solo Female Traveler Podcast, your source to get out and explore the world, with your host, Luisana Colmenares.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Solo Female Traveler Podcast. In here, I am with my, colleague, friend, Aicha. She's from France, and I was like, you know what? I really want to interview you for one of my episodes. She has a beautiful French accent, and I know she has a lot of things that she can share with us. So, Aicha, thank you so much for helping me out and for being able to share with everyone about your country.
No worries. It's a pleasure. It's really a pleasure.
Thank you. Can you tell us where are you from? What is your background and all that?
I'm born in France, in a city called Limoges. It's close to Bordeaux. Bordeaux is well known for its wine, red wine. It's on the west coast of France.
No.
And really a pretty city, very green, small village, but very nice population, and they are well known for their art. And I didn't spend all my time in Limoges, but
okay.
mostly I'm born over there, and then I moved to Paris to work and study. So Paris is much different.
I bet. There is always a big difference between the capital and the rest of the country. So I wanted to start by saying that because I know everyone every time they hear about France is all about Paris and the Eiffel Tower, but I mean there is much more. The cliche, exactly. Let's go there and have a romantic trip to Paris. When I went to Paris, I was very single, but I had fun anyways. So in here in this episode, since France is such a popular country, we're kind of going to focus about the cultural shocks you might experience when you visit there, or things you can expect when visiting. And so that's why I decided to bring a French person to kind of back up what I'm saying and kind of you have a better idea. So one of the things I noticed that, and for me, after kind of living in the States where in here you don't use words like please and thank you so often, I noticed that in France is everyone is always saying, I don't want to, merci, s'il vous plaît, madame, monsieur. So it's is it rude for someone to just go there and not use these words? How?
It's true. There's a lot of politesse words that we say all the time. It's just basic. It comes, I think, from the culture. People say bonjour, bonjour madame, bonjour monsieur, comment ça va, s'il vous plaît, merci. But sometimes French can be rude. I mean, they are really polite, but don't expect also all the time that somebody's gonna hold the door for you when you pass by, or that you're gonna have a smile. Especially Parisians, they're very well known for that. The closed face, and everybody's running to work, to shop, but it's not always like that. Depends. For example, here we are in the Christmas time period. Everybody's mostly happy, smiling, and
so in your opinions, people are not happy in France when Christmas times in Paris.
They're happy, but they like to complain.
Oh, got it. Okay.
They like that.
That's another stereotype I hear all the time about French people, that they're always complaining.
They like to complain. They like to go on strike.
Oh.
They like to make sometimes life not easier for people who works, but otherwise, I mean, unfortunately, it happens. It happens a lot of time, and they value their rights.
Got it.
A lot. So they were fighting a lot. We work 35 hours a week. You have X weeks of vacation, which is awesome. You never have that.
Wow.
You have a special social advantage for people who doesn't work.
You have a really good social security for people that are unemployed.
Yes, unemployed and also medical, if I can say that. It's just it's just part of the culture, and it has been worn by people who are striking since a long time. So they want to keep up with that. They don't want to let it go. They want to go to their rights, and even if they can have more.
I mean, but that's really good actually for any society, kind of like being aware of their rights and and trying to, work for them and kind of like expect more. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the point of view as well. But that's what I think. But that's really cool. I remember last year there were a lot of strikes. And actually, when I was in Paris last year, there was a strike.
Yeah,
it's like,
and they are on strike right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everything in the subway is closed. There's no subway.
Oh.
So people have to walk. There might be one subway each hour or so.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
They block the city. They block the whole city. They want to make sure that everybody's going to know what's going on.
That's good. So everyone is on the same page. No, that's cool. Okay, also like continuing a little bit with like you said that French can be a little rude sometimes. Like something I noticed. Okay, so how is this like? Everyone says like yeah, it's true that sometimes they don't like to speak English and kind of like I kind of like experienced that mostly in Paris, which was the only place I visited in France. I don't know how the countryside or the other cities are, but like, do you think it will be helpful to know at least a little French when you visit that country?
Yeah, it's helpful, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my background is from Morocco, so we are kind of very open, very smiling people, like to share and help. Born in France, I have this double culture, but I know that people they learn English very early at school. But some people they just don't want to push that switch.
Oh, got it.
Because they're busy, they're running somewhere, they don't want to waste time, or they are worried about that person who is talking to them, even though they know that their country is one of the most touristic places, well known internationally. But yeah, there is this. But knowing some French words like bonjour, merci, au revoir. If you want to go to a restaurant, to a cafe, if you go to the shop, to take a taxi, a cab, those few words will help you to connect with the people.
Oh, got it. I mean, and it makes sense. Like, even though France is such an international country, I mean, if you're visiting, I mean, you should like I at least know a few words because you're visiting that country that speak that language. It's like, I mean, if you visit Venezuela, you cannot expect people to speak English there, So like, why will be France any different? I get it, the international part, but it's still like their official language is French, sorry. And then you are the visitor, so it's kind of like I feel that sometimes when you visit, you should adjust to that language or culture.
Yeah.
So cool, thank you. And then, or like also when you say like about connecting with people, something like I read and also experienced is about the customer service, because it's like, for example, here in the States, it's like you go to a restaurant and even though if the waiter or waitress had a bag, they are like, hey, how are you, how can I help you tonight, kind of like, I'm so happy you're my customer. But also in here they work for a tip. You don't need to tip the waiters over there in France, or do you?
We don't have to, but it's like it's there is a very well known how can I say stand woman. He's making this show. His name is Gad Elmaleh. He's very famous in France.
Oh, okay.
And he's making this show about the fact that it's true in America. People are like, hey, how are you? What do you need? Can I sit you here? And they are all welcoming, warming up the place and the environment, even though you didn't even order anything yet.
Oh.
In France, people are more in the back. Like they will welcome you, they will say hi, how are you and stuff. But they don't create that atmosphere that you can find in the US. And plus, it's true that the tip is not mandatory in France, even though, maybe because the salary is not calculated as the same as here in the US,
Got it.
but the customer service here in the US is just extra awesome. Everything is awesome. It's just like it's a
Yeah.
good day.
I
Just
know.
let's go for it. And
Yeah.
in France, it's a good day, but you know, they more maybe they will more pay attention to the quality of the food, the service, and things
Oh.
like that. But they don't expect you to leave a tip because the waiter or the bartender will be paid fully as
Oh,
a
got
salary.
it. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm continuing about the food. So, a few things I remember is that dinner. So, I'm just gonna ask you, around what time do you guys eat dinner?
Oh yeah, 8 p.m. is good.
8 p.m.
8
Okay.
p.m. is good.
Okay.
It's a good time to relax and have a nice meal, warm. I know it's I changed my habits here. I
Oh,
changed it here because it's nice to have a meal a little bit earlier to get the time to digest. In France, we like to take our time. Like
got
8
it.
p.m. you prepare your meal. 8 p.m. you get to the table. You discuss with the family. You eat something. It's different.
Oh, okay. And also, like, do you guys have nap time over there where everything closes after lunch and
It might be more in the south of France where people take more their time than the
oh.
usual French people. So they like this half an hour where you can relax and just
Oh man. It will
take it
be
easy.
it will be so awesome to have that time here. Kind of like, I'm just gonna have lunch and then take a quick nap. I
Yeah, yeah,
mean, I guess in here you're cool, but for 5 minutes.
yeah, definitely.
And also, what is your stand or your opinion about the pride the French have about looking good? Because you look really good all the time, so
Oh
I
no,
needed to bring that up.
no, you cannot say that. But the French, it's true. There is like, if you look at the French airline, Air
Mhm.
France, if you look at the women's, they're really neat and they're very slim,
Yes.
very slim, very good looking, and the dress is just appropriate with a nice little in ceinture, a belt, a red belt.
Uh-huh.
Um, very, how can I say, simple but classy,
Uh-huh.
and the men's also. I mean, we want to talk about that because they look good.
They do look good. Yeah.
They look good. They like that. They like
Mm,
to present themselves. It's not like here in the US you can have some sneakers or stuff,
got it.
but over there they like to dress up. Yes.
Mm. What we're sharing here is my experience, some questions I had. Aisha is sharing from her experience. In any case, if you get to go there, your experience might be different. I don't know. If you listen until this point, thank you so much. And Aisha, thank you so much for being part of this. And so everyone can hear your beautiful French accent.
Yeah.
And, and I've been trying to learn French from her, but she always makes fun of me. My pronunciation sucks. So
We will adjust that.
we'll work on it. So again, thank you so much, and remember, I have the video. If you want to watch some videos about the interviews, I have a YouTube channel with my same name, Lu Colmenares. If you want to get in contact with me, my personal Instagram account is lucolmenares_. Also, there is a Facebook page that I'm working on. I promise, I'm creating the content. Yeah, again, thank you so much, and I will be in French. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay,
Merci.
okay, bye.